Olá pessoas, tudo bom? Estamos aí com Star Rail, né? Nova atualização, nova campanha. Eu já estou gravando antes de entrar no jogo, porque normalmente eu estou num lugar que não deve, né? Não precisa não, cara. Capitular a história não precisa não. Vamos ver aqui o que liberou, né? Ganhamos aí, ó, 1000 joelmas, né? Por causa da indicação nos... O jogo me deu 10 tiros. O jogo me deu 10 tiros. A indicação num das premiações aí, né? Aliás, falar aqui, né? É o seguinte. O The Game Awards colocou ZZZ como jogo, né? Melhor jogo mobile e tal, não sei o que. Eu já vou te resgatar, aguenta aí. Cara, eu achei muito qualquer coisa isso. Porque todos nós sabemos, né, que o... Vem cá, minha rimequinho. Sim, eu só não tenho o Elt, tá, gente? Mas eu quero minha rimeco C2 aqui. C1, C2? Agora eu não lembro. Basicamente todos os personagens C2 é outro boneco, né? É C1. Eu quero aqui, ó.
The Express's path bridges the stars,
É
as if
esse
it
aqui,
were
ó.
a string of shimmering pearls.
Ah, isso aqui é por causa disso aqui. O que você tá? Ah, que coisa. Ó, tudo feitinho, hein? Prometi mostrar aí, ó. Tá aí, ó. Vocês querem que eu faça em vídeo essas bagaças aqui pra mostrar como é que eu faço? Aí vocês deixam aqui. Sunday e o Zé da Manga aí. Todos nós sabemos que... Fug, né? Fug hoje, Fug amanhã. Honra dos Inominados. Nossa! Bem, vamos parar de enrolação e vamos pra história, né? Cadê a história? Aqui. Não pule, gente. Vamos ver isso aqui, né? Pelo jeito, essa vai ser uma atualização focada em conteúdo adicional, né?
I've been thinking since the last camping trip that it would be great if I can go somewhere even further than the snow plains. That thought has been growing stronger ever since I boarded the express and saw views that would never have been visible from the city or the snow plains. Thanks for your suggestion, but I think I'm more suited to be an intelligence officer. Besides, I can't just drop my work and go traveling. But I'm already very happy that I get to visit your express like this once in a while. Besides, I genuinely like the job of an intelligence officer. For me, using my brain is a lot more fun than traveling.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Gente, tá sem dublagem.
That's what Miss Black's mom said.
Deixa eu
It's
coisar
a
aqui.
world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right.
Gente, tá sem dublagem alguns personagens porque está em greve os dubladores lá nos Estados Unidos por causa da briga contra a IA, tá? Aí você vai falar assim, ah, porque só alguns? Por exemplo, alguns dubladores têm contratos diferentes de outros. No caso da Março, ela tá apoiando essa rolê toda aqui, mas o contrato dela não permite que ela entre em greve, tá? Mas, até onde se sabe, o pessoal do Star Rail, não se sabe o resto aí da galera e tudo mais, dos Estados Unidos, os representantes dos Estados Unidos, já foi autorizado a combinar que os contratos só vai ter uso de IA se autorizado pelo dublador. Então, fora isso, não vai ter, né? Pra que serve a IA? Pra nada, na minha opinião, né? Ah, mas ajuda a dublar. Gente, não ajuda nada, gente. Não ajuda nada. Tem que ter um cara pra revisar tudo o áudio. O áudio às vezes fica esquisito. Se for escrito, tem que ter alguém pra revisar do mesmo jeito. Sabe? Sabe pra que serve IA bom? Bom mesmo, assim? Top. Pro cara achar erro em programa. Porque é humanamente impossível o cara rastrear tudo dentro de um programa pra achar os bugs. Fazer teste de sistema. Coisas mais práticas que precisam realmente disso aqui. Falando meio alto hoje, né, gente? Vamos embora.
You haven't been with us on the express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
E Mika, outra que tá sem áudio.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Muito ruim isso, né, gente?
Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
Muito ruim, né, gente? Muito ruim. Lembrando que na versão chinesa e japonesa do jogo não tá acontecendo isso. Porque não está em greve, né? Não estão em greve a galera lá. Primeiro que o Japão é muito mais consciente nesse negócio de IA. Pra não fazer agadas, né? Agadas demais.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Ô, miséria. Me atropelaram aqui, ó.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about, Mr. 1 Week? Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why
Dia
are we
útil, porque
here?
ele é o Domingo, né?
You could say that.
Porra, mano, perderam muita chance de traduzir o nome dele pra
To
Domingo.
become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourist thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the
Eu acho que
noblest of
traduziram errado, hein?
intentions will eventually become defiled. This
Porque
place is no
rules
exception.
pode ser regra,
The
mas
distorted
pode ser
after
governar
echoes of the
também.
order will only add to the chaos.
Eu tive a impressão que
Let's
traduziram errado
see what
ali.
we have on these notes. No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
É o mapa mesmo, né?
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get... Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Eu me comprometi a trazer toda a história do jogo. E eu vou fazer isso, mas falar pra você, tô me arrependendo, viu? Essa história tá bem fraquinha.
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dream Weavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Eu entendi direito ou ele tá sem aquela auréola dele?
Please do not use
Ele tá sem a auréola dele lá, ó.
caps sold by the Dream Jolt Troop while experiencing the Dream Jolt Troop where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not the Dream Jolt Troop. it is. Found a good...
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare...
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Wait, is that really all...
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just...
Tampa de
Shall we
garrafa.
give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be serious. No.
More seasoning.
Good times. Time to say bye.
Boom.
Again?
Relax.
Nice, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Like that. I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before we leave?
Cutting the net. Stand still.
That's all you got? Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ó, quase 500 mil de dano. Isso porque tem dois artefatos dela, duas relíquias dela que eu não consigo trocar. Nunca veio melhor.
Oh, did they have to do that?
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attraction.
Aren't there...
We're not breaking enough rules.
Ah, caso alguém interesse, tá? Eu tô com o cone dela que eu peguei quando ela voltou, tá? E o rastro dela, ó, tá tudo no máximo. Isso vale o mesmo para toda essa galera aqui de rastro. E o cone eu tenho da Kafka, tá? Eu só não tenho dele aqui porque, né? Mas dele, por exemplo, eu tenho aqui, ó. E25. E25 não, 4. Bom, deixa eu ver se não... não veio.
We should look elsewhere.
Não quer. Ih, rapariga da lado de lixo.
Do not discard trash in trash. This is absurd.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I would...
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Do not This is absurd.
Children tend to be
Forget it. I don't even...
Lixo.
Something's happened. What is this?
Enough. The look.
Caramba, é a visão do elemental do Genshin, né? Aqui, ó.
Oh, there it is.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to... That was sarcasm.
You never forget times of failure.
Ugh, you're probably the only... What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go.
Como é que tá o tempo? Tá. Tá na hora da gente encerrar. Eu nem sei quanto tempo tem essa campanha aqui. Eu preciso achar um site que diga essas coisas, viu? Quanto tempo leva pra fazer as campanhas aí pra mim ter noção.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him, but be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now, it's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case.
Gente, a gente continua no próximo episódio. Eu vou fazer os negócios em off depois que eu terminar a história.